Hey y'all, it's Tara. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I created these beautiful opal nails on Nana. Literally last night I stumbled across a YouTube channel. She is Tabytha Scott Nails. Now she is a professional, she is a nail tech, she does flippin' phenomenal work. But her very first video, and I'm pretty sure it was just suggested to me like on YouTube, I watched it. She did these gorgeous opal nails on a client. She used a million trillion different products that I do not have, but I do have flakies out my woohoo. So I decided to just use flakies and Madam Glam products and Vettsy products. So, and I also don't have a milky white gel polish, so I'm improvising, you guys. So I'm gonna do these tips, and I'm gonna put a bunch of base coat down on my little silicone thing and one teeny tiny drop of Madam Glam's Perfect White. I'm gonna go in with this brush. It is not a gel brush, you guys. I got it in my Shein haul, but you know what, for what I needed it to do, it was fine. So basically I sort of created my own milky white gel. And I'm just going to go in with a base of this and just do it, I don't know, you can do it thin, you can do it thick, however the heck you want to do it. You can just do a clear base coat and then put the flakies on, but I sort of wanted to play around with doing milk bath type style nails. So I did go ahead and shear this white polish out to sort of create my own really beautiful, I don't know, look. I did sort of kind of want to mimic what Ms. Tabytha Scott was doing. So I'm just taking this really kind of poopy brush and, sorry, my nose itches. And I'm just going to sort of swipe that down. It does not have to be perfect, you guys. In the wet base, milky base, okay, do not cure this. I have these amazing, gorgeous flakies. They are iridescent, sort of unicorn crystal flakies. And I'm going to scoop some of these out and put them in my lid. Oh my God, look at this. Oh, they literally shift all of the iridescent colors. They are delicious, delish. So I'm going to just put some of these in my lid. Now, Nana's nails are natural. I probably only used maybe, I don't know, 15, 20 flakes per nail on her accent nails because her nails are natural. They're a short, you know, she types all day long. She can't be having these big ass, long ass nails. So here's my Vettsy brush. I love these liner brushes, you guys. This is what I'm going to use to pick up my flakies. You can use anything, a toothpick, a dotting tool, whatever the heck. You can just get wet. As you can see, I'm just going to wet that brush and then go into my little flakes, and I'm going to pick up whatever the heck I can pick up. Now, unfortunately, this tip is on a nail stand, which has that dark background literally right there in the center. There's nothing I can do about that. This is just a nail tip. I'm sort of having, unfortunately, it does sort of like play a trick to on my own eyes, I guess, because I'm like, oh, I need something there. I need some. It just sort of looks like a black hole to me. It's really not. But, you know, if I were to take that tip off, it would look fine. But, you know, for the sake of optics, it does sort of look like just this black hole of nothingness, or rather this gray hole of nothingness. So literally, y'all, you cannot mess this up. Just pick up your flakies, lay them down in this wet sort of base color, this sheer base color. Look at those flakes. OMG, they are absolutely gorgeous. So once they're down, I'm just going to sort of turn my nail tip around to make sure that I don't have any like sticky uppies. And if you do, and if you don't like them, I don't know, screw around, scrape them off if you have to completely. Again, it's not a big deal because this is not the only coat that we're doing. So these flakies do lay very flat. They behave, you know, quite well. And then I'm going to cure them. Well, I guess I'm going to add, you know, maybe a few more. But then I'm going to cure them. They're going to come out. They're going to look beautiful. And then we're going to go back in with our second coat of the milky. And you see what's on my little silicone palette. I'm going to add 4 or 5 drops of base coat. I'm not adding any more white to this because I don't want it any more opaque than it already is. Honestly, I want it more sheer than that first coat. So I'm going to add several drops of base coat and mix that up and mix it around, and then just add a little bit off to the side of just straight up base coat, because I do want to be able to have sort of something clear to dip back into if I need to. So here's my brush after the very first round. I'm going to wipe it off, and I'm going to go back in and sort of start fresh. So I'm going to pick up a little bit more of this milky sheer, and now it's even more milky and even more sheer. And I'm going to go back over those cured flakes. Now it does sort of look like it does sort of look like this polish is sort of opaque, and then I'm really sort of covering up all of those gorgeous flakies, but you're going to see I'm not. In fact, I'm going to sort of wipe some of it off. So really what I'm doing with all of these coats right here, or this, I guess, second coat, with all these brush strokes, I'm really sort of trying to, I don't want to say encapsulate, but I want to make sure that all of this milky sheer color is sort of in between any flakes that may be sort of, layered up on top of each other. I really want to give some dimension to this nail. So here it looks like, oh man, that white looks, kind of thick, except for the gray hole right in the middle. So I'm going to wipe it off. And I'm going to wipe it off on my little silicone pad. And I'm going to wipe and wipe, wipe. Basically, I'm just making sure all my flakes are behaving. They're all flush to the nail bed. Because Nana's nails are natural, and I did not want to add any bulk whatsoever. Because I do have sheer builder gels, but I did not want to add any bulk to her nail whatsoever. So I tried to keep each and every layer just as sheer as I possibly could. So again, do not cure that. Keep it wet, keep it damp. Damp? Is that, I don't know, do you keep gel polish damp? Just don't cure it. It's just a very, very sheer, very thin coat. And then I'm just going to go back in with some more of these flakies. Put them where you want them. If you feel like you have some bald spots, throw some more on there. And just, you can literally, you guys, I know I keep saying literally, but you cannot screw this up. You absolutely cannot mess this up. Just put on some more flakes wherever you want them, however many you want. And then again, I keep sort of spinning it around and making sure I don't have any sticky uppies. But oops, looky there. I do. I have a sticky uppie. So I'm going to sort of try to flatten his little butt out using my Vettsy liner brush. He don't want to play. He don't want to play nice. So I said, you know what? You're done. You're out of here. I'm just going to scrape him off. And you know what? You can do that. Scrape it off. I could have used my fingernail and just, whoop, gotten rid of him. But yeah, he had to go because he was not playing nicely on the playground. So if you have to use something stiff, a cuticle pusher, a cuticle scraper, or even your fingernail, just scrape them off. Boom, wipe them off. I'm like, you're out of here. You're out of here, brother. Bye. Anyway, okay, I don't know why this looks like some crazy bear/dog nightmare, but there it is. He sort of creeped me out. So I'm just going to go in with that same sort of my second mixture of that milky white that I sort of created myself with the perfect white and base coat. And basically this is my third super, super, super thin coat of just like a wash of milky white color. Again, just sort of rubbing it in between these flakies and making sure that everything, looks the way it's supposed to. You can always stop there. You can, if you want to, just do one sort of coat of flakies. But this is basically my third coat, but I'm really putting them on super sparsely, just here, there, everywhere. I really just wanted to sort of create this dimension between the layers of that milky sheer white. Y'all know what a milk bath is. So that was pretty much my goal. You're going to see I'm not going over the entire nail with my third, sort of coat of flakies. Move those off to the side. And while that is curing, I am going in with basil from Madam Glam. Nana hates green. Nana is not a green fan, but I am determined, y'all, to turn her into a green fan because greens and blues are my absolute jam. So initially she chose a pudding gel that's like a super soft sage green, and my brush was not cooperating with me, and I just could not get that pudding gel to lay correctly. So I said, screw it, and I pulled out basil, and I said, is this going to work for you? And she was like, yeah, that'll be fine. So the rest of her mani, aside from her two Opal accent nails, the rest of her mani is basil for Madam Glam. And it's a new purchase. I just got this in the mail, I don't know, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. I think I probably spent some of my Madam Glam VIP monies, which, by the way, I do have a 30% off code to Madam Glam. It's BLL30. Follow the link in the description box below, and you can receive 30% off of your Madam Glam purchase. You guys, Madam Glam is like, it's the pinnacle of gel polishes. And trust me when I tell you, as a maker myself who sort of specializes in cream polishes, I am a snob. I have to have a cream polish that self-levels, that's opaque, that is absolute perfection. And Madam Glam checks all of those boxes for me, even though it's a gel. And we love it. So I went ahead and cured basil, 2 coats. And here is that Opal. Oh my gosh. Look at it. No sticky uppies. Everyone is playing nicely together. So for top coat, I did something a little bit differently. I did go in super thick on my first layer of top coat, and I was sort of kind of using it as I would like a rubber base or like a builder gel. I sort of, not that, again, I'm on Nana's natural nails. She doesn't need an apex. She doesn't need strength or structure or anything like that. But I did want to sort of create this sort of, I don't know, clear bubble, I guess, over the flakies and this milk bath to just really accentuate the depth and the dimension of what I had done. So I did a really thick coat, and then I turned it over, turned it upside down to get all of that, because again, this is a top coat and it's super thin. So I wanted it to sort of pool up at her apex, I guess, or at the apex of this tip. And then I flash cured it. And then I'm going to go in with just a regular old thin base coat. Now, here's a tip for you guys. I recommend having I think I said base coat. I meant top coat. I recommend having 2 different top coats. One for your zhuzh, which is like when you're topping glitters, flakies, hollows, any sort of like loose zhuzh that you may have a top coat for that, and then go in with your air quote good top coat, just for your creams and anything. You don't want to contaminate your air quote good top coat and then paint over your cream and you realize that you have hollow particles, or you have, iridescent flakies or something in your top coat. So I did use my no wipe top coat, which is my good top coat. I did use that over basil, but then I used my zhuzh top coat, and that's what I topped my opal accent nails with. And you guys, here I am. I'm just going to spend like basically the next minute just screwing around with my lamps so that y'all can see the color shifts in these flakies. They are oh gosh. See, I hit one of these, color angles, and I lose my breath, y'all. Oh, it's like fire. It's like fire. At one point, I think I took a macro or something of Nana's nails. and I said, oh my God, this looks like a goldfish has been encapsulated, or some sort of like orange betta fish. It was just, anyway, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and I really hope that I see you guys in my next video. And yeah, take care. Bye.